Bitcoin and Ethereum, what's his next move? Let's find out in the charts right here, shall we? Oof, well, I told you guys the short here would be suicide, and there it is. We're going to talk about that and more in today's episodes. Thank you for watching. Thank you all for coming every single day. I really appreciate everybody, especially the guys who hit the subscribe button, people that hit the like button. You are the best. I love you all. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you guys. So, wow. Well, it is what it is. Bitcoin is going to be chopping around for a very long time and making it very difficult for all of us to trade on a daily basis. But yeah, there's always a trade. There's always something to find. It's just, sometimes you have to be a little bit more patient, right? And then once you do find a trade, make sure you head over to bybit.davincij15.com, make a deposit, and you can earn up to $4,500 in the deposit bonuses. So check that out. So definitely it's a place to be. Okay, so let's head over back to the charts and see what we can see. Let me just, whoops, there we go. Let me clear this drawing here. Are we going lower? I did say we're going to go lower, but I said this is not a time to short. And yes, we are. We are trying to figure out, I was trying to figure out where we can, whether or not the $1,900 level was definite target. There is a clear target, of course, of the rising wedge that we showed you yesterday. I think I removed it from here, this chart. Let's see here. Yes, I did. But yes, the rising wedge was here basically this moving at this chart here. Let's just quickly put it back. There we go. There we go. And then this right here at the top here, somewhere like this. There we go. So like that. And then once we broke, that's it. It was goodbye. Adios, muchachos. The target is, of course, around the $19,000 level. We haven't hit that target yet. And I was looking for a different way to find the target. Okay, so the fib extended 61.8 from there. From this top to this bottom is a little bit lower. And as you can see, and it's probably closer to the lows. It wouldn't surprise me if we get that low, but yeah, I would prefer that this lined up with some sort of other target, this fib extension. So I'm not going to count it as a level that's going to work just yet, because I want to have a convergence of numbers that line up. So right now, I'm not seeing that, but this is the target. There's lots of buy orders here, so it'll be very, very difficult for the price action to come down here. What we're seeing now is this pump. In this pump, let me just zoom in again. In this pump here, what we're seeing is that Bitcoin is just trying to scare the buyers that are down at the $19,000 to buy into this pump. And they're not going to do it. I don't think if they're professional traders, they're not going to fall for that nonsense. So we're going to see, maybe we pump all the way back to, like, let's just do a Fibonacci retracement, because we're retracing from the dump. So we could retrace all the way up to probably, you know what? Look at that. Is it 61.8? Yes, there we go. 61.8 is likely because it's right where the candle bodies are, and then some wicks as well. So we could see this thing maybe come up to the $21,000 mark before we see a turnaround, or it could turn around right here because there's the 38.2. It has to break above the 38.2 to really, for sure, if we're going to go to 61.8, we've got to see a candlestick 4 hour or an hourly stick higher actually than that. 38.2, yes, an hourly candle body that's green in the other side of 38.2 before we could see yes, we've broken above the 38.2. No clear indication of that. We have a little bit of a W, which I don't believe is. We do not have a completed trade here for the W action. It's kind of late, or maybe we do. Let's see here. No. So it'd be 1-to-1 right there. That would be a completion of that trade. Very close to it, but not quite. Again, if you're trading this, you don't want to do a 1-to-1. You want to do a 2-to-1, so you have your stop losses back here. But it's too late to get into that trade, so don't. There's nothing there for you. If you want to look for a trade, it's kind of spooky here. So the trend is not on your friend here that much, and so finding a W on the lower time frames is a risky bet, and I would not probably take it at this point because we've just gone too far when it comes to this pump, the short-term pump, right? To drag the bulls in, right? Because we've already bitten the bears who were greedy and decided, no, I think we have more. We're supposed to go to 19K. And yeah, they were holding on, and now they're seeing some losses, and they're freaking out. Okay, let's take a look at what Rockin has to say on the 4-hour, right? We flipped to a buy already, and on the 4-hour and on the hourly. Let's see here. Well, you know what? There's a lot of volatility on the hourly. It's flipped to a buy on the last few candles back. So was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles back? So we are in a buy zone, and it looks like it could continue higher. We do have a target, either at just above there at 20,680 or ish dollars, and of course the 21K approximate target. So that's a possibility that we're gonna get there. Okay, looking at the daily, let's see here. Daily, right? It has now flipped buy, but we have not closed, so this could change before the end of the day, and you can see there's manipulation happening, so I wouldn't be surprised if this manipulation is to suck in the buyers at the 19K. So don't be fooled. Hold your buy orders there. Okay, if you're interested in the Rockin Brainer, you can do so by heading over to payments.rockinbrainer.io to get your copy of Rockin Brainer. Yes, it is a cool indicator. Okay, let's head over to Ethereum. Before we do, make sure if you do take a trade, you do head over to bybit.davincej15.com. Okay, let's continue here with Ethereum. You can see that Ethereum has bounced off of its support. There was lots of support and resistance lines here that it was like, yeah, I'm going to break this support, break this support, and finally it didn't make it as much resistance except this one here, but it was not really much. And so really this is the main support here. So let's just erase some of these lines here. So Ethereum has done the same thing basically. It's pumped up. This is probably big manipulation, and we're headed back most likely to the 61.8 if we already haven't done so. From this move, yes, the 61.8 is still a little bit ways at $1,600. No, $1,600. Yes, $1,609 or $1,610. Sorry. So we have not quite gotten there, but gotten close, very close to that mark. So we're already that close, so most likely we're probably going to take it out. So I wouldn't be surprised in the next hour or so we take that out before we continue, before there's any kind of lower price action. So I wouldn't be looking for a long here. It's kind of this long is getting tired, right? You can see on the RSI here. On the 15-minute, it's already like tuckered out. It's there is a divergence showing up here, and you can see double divergence as this thing has lost its steam. Don't be surprised if we see a reversal very shortly, but not before we probably take out of the 61.8, just a bit above the 61.8. So that's where you would look for a reversal and a trade here, and sit around. But you have to sit around and wait for the candles to give you the indication. Yes, we are headed back down to take that trade. You could probably take it all the way to 19K, but don't be surprised if they scam wick you out, because there's always a possibility going into September that we rally into September 15th and then dump heavy with the stock markets, because the stock markets are geared to fall, and then they will take Bitcoin and Ethereum with it, unfortunately. All right, so just to remind you that Davitar is going to be minting on my birthday, September the 15th. Make sure you get your Davitar NFT whitelist today, so that you can be on the few people that can get a hold of Davitar, and you'll get there'll be prizes, special prizes for each person that owns a Davitar. So make sure that you get one, and you'll be quite surprised when you do get one. So with that said, thank you all for watching. Thanks for being here. Remember, Bitcoin's real, Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it. Cheers.